We got a recovery. We have a diesel pusher buried in a creek bed just outside of town, headed towards Cameron, out towards the reservation. We got Black Betty loaded up, ready to go. We're gonna head out. I got the one and only Mrs. Wrecker Rick to assist me. Stand by, we're hitting the road right now.
Good morning, YouTube world, everyone else. How are you? We had to stop by and he had to get some bloodletting done, phlebotomy. He has a blood condition called hemochromatosis. I don't think we've ever told you guys that. Anywho, every once in a while, well, it's actually more than once in a while. It's every 4 to 8 weeks. He's got to get his blood let out. So, hemochromatosis is a blood condition where his ferritin levels, which is the storage of his iron, nope, can't do it. My southern accent won't let it happen. His ferritin levels, which is the storage of iron.
This is a total weird word, isn't it?
That is a freaky word, man.
Get really bad, and he has to have blood let out of his body. De Niro is grabbing all of the recovery gear and getting the truck ready and meeting us at the shop, so stay tuned.
This diesel pusher has been stuck in a creek bed for 2 days. No one else would do it. There was literally towing companies telling them that if they came out and did it, they would rip their front bumper off or if their rear bumper off. Only way they would do it. If they take the liability of them tearing the bumpers off of it. We talked to them and said, well, you don't have to worry about that. We'll get it out without ripping the bumpers off of it. There's always a way. We're en route. We got all of our gear loaded up. I guess it's stuck pretty good. If Black Betty can't do it, we'll get something bigger. Stand by. We just made it to dirt. Check out the lava flows out here. Check out the topography out here. It's pretty cool. We're out near the edge of the Grand Canyon. There's like some side canyons that come up off the Grand Canyon in this area. Who would take a diesel pusher down this road?
You would take a diesel pusher out this way, don't lie.
I wouldn't get it stuck though. If I did get it stuck, I'd have De Niro to come get me out. The dirt road's not too bad. I'd imagine it's gonna get a little worse. They're about 8 miles down here. I didn't bring Hellboy because it's pretty much good road the whole way. If a diesel pusher can make it in here, you're not really gonna need an off-road wrecker of that caliber. Jobs like this, we like to bring Black Betty because I don't have to put it on a trailer. I could just drive it all the way from Ash Fork, which Ash Fork's 70 miles from here. And then we got about 8 miles of dirt roads. If we drove Hellboy that far, it'd be screaming the whole way. It wouldn't be fun. The other option is load it on a lowboy and trailer it out here, or load it on a flatbed truck. It's just a lot more work and we don't need it. We just use Hellboy for those extreme conditions, which we're not getting those this year for some reason. Yeah, it's dry. That's one of the downfalls of living in Arizona. They don't call it arid zone for nothing. There's something about a dirt road that just instantly puts you in a better mood. Would you agree, babe? Or is it the opposite for you?
It's the same. I think it's because we have a lot of history on dirt roads together. That's for me.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We met on a dirt road, folks. We went on 51st dates on dirt roads. That's where our very first date was on dirt roads. I took her out to old Chinaman's Tunnel, swept her off her feet. Hello?
You guys here to pull somebody out?
Yes, ma'am.
You guys need something bigger than this.
Really?
Yes.
That's what they all say.
It's a motorhome. We tried to get it out with 3 vehicles and it didn't budge.
Really?
It's sitting.
That ass end sitting right on the ground. The back, the wheels are just spinning right there. The front is like we kind of dug it out in the front.
Okay.
It probably has to be pulled out toward the back.
It's really heavy.
How far is it from here?
That guy's waiting over there at the junction.
Couple more miles?
Five.
Let me see.
About 5 miles.
5 miles.
5, 6
4
miles up
miles.
that way.
Okay.
It's in a gray, beige Jeep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got bigger stuff, so
Okay. Well,
thank you.
yeah. Well, look that way. See if you guys are gone on our way back.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
That's what she said. Do you get it? You're gonna need something bigger than that.
Yes, I get it.
You like that? I bet you heard that before, huh, De Niro? You're gonna need something bigger than that? No, we've definitely heard that before. Every time we show up, unless we're in Hellboy or a heavy wrecker, they always say, you're gonna need something bigger than that. We're gonna find out. You know, not to say she don't know what she's talking about, but she don't know what she's talking about.
Well, I said with all due respect.
They don't know Black Betty. They don't know my life. They don't know the real Wrecker Rick. How much further, babe?
5.4 miles.
It's time to make up some time. Hold on, folks.
Turn right here.
Okay. Some old boy just stopped us and told us to take a right here. I sure hope this is the guy we're looking for. 'Cause I didn't even ask any questions. I just took a right. Probably should have asked him, because according to the coordinates they gave me, the diesel pusher is over here. Back to the south, we're headed north.
Dang, they really took a diesel pusher through here?
Maybe it was dark and they couldn't see. Maybe they thought they were going to Burning Man. There it is out in the flat, see it? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I go by Joseph, but Mike.
Pretty stuck, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We dug. We jacked. We moved. We did this, that, and everything else. Put rocks underneath.
Well, the good news is we'll get it out for you.
I know that. That's what I'm counting on, Ford. That's what I'm counting
We're
on.
hoping for.
Yes, ma'am. Boy, she's really in there. Guess I could run a anchor line to one of those power line towers over there. Only need a couple thousand feet of line.
Oh, man.
How we doing? Well, I'm here.
Good thing we have no flash button.
At least the creek's not running yet.
Yeah.
We
what
were
I was
hoping
thinking.
that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, good thing there's no flash floods. Like, whew.
Yeah, I could definitely think of a couple of better camping spots than this.
Yeah, me too.
But you can't beat that view. Look at that view.
No, it's beautiful.
So quiet out here.
We were cutting across to go to 180 and we turned on the wrong road.
Really?
Yeah. One of the Indians that live here, he was guiding us through.
Gotcha.
Well,
This is where he guided
this way he guided us through.
Yeah.
We had 3 Indians digging on it.
Oh, you're going to get all dirty.
That's all right.
They get dirty for a living, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, first thing I'm going to do is check this air suspension, see if we can't air it up a little bit. If we can overinflate the airbags, then we could get the back end off the ground so we don't tear anything up. There's the leveling valve, and right now the suspension's drooped out, so it ain't putting air in the airbags. It's got the airbags drained. It's a good thing I got my Ridge pocket knife. The plan is we'll jack this axle up off the ground, and then we'll stack rocks underneath the tires. Once we get enough rocks stacked up underneath there, I've got the leveling valve detached, and I'll open the leveling valve, filling the bags with air, lifting the coach rear end off the ground. We'll be able to winch the front end out. All we need is the back end to come off the ground just a little bit. The axle won't get any traction because the bags aren't filling with air. The suspension is drooped out right now. We'll have to overinflate the bags to get some traction back on the axle and then winch it out. How about that wife of mine just dragging big old boulders over here? Doing man's work.
Ooh, check for scorpions. No scorpions. Whoop. Number 2. The 3 rocks I got should be enough for my side. If not, I got a couple more.
I'm all about girl power, folks. I've got 5 daughters and 1 sister and 3 nieces. De Niro, Heavy T, and Tally. Let me know if water starts coming down the wash. You gotta be really careful about Arizona. Like, you'll see a storm brewing in the distance, like over there where it's clouding up. It'll be pouring 2 miles away, and these dry wash beds will have flash floods come running down them. People get caught in them all the time and drown, and I'm literally laying in the bottom of one right now. De Niro! Was he napping? Here's a key.
4?
Key to my heart. We got some distance in there now. I'm gonna strategically stack some rocks in here. These are some nice rocks, babe.
Oh, thank you.
Coming down. All right, now we gotta do the other side. This side's a little tighter. Let's throw some big rocks in here. Oh yeah. Need some more for behind it. I'm gonna drop it down now a little bit. It's up pretty high, so like right now, if I air the bags up, it'll lift the back up off. After I stack rocks, I like to take some dirt and sand and like shovel it into the cracks. It reinforces it with these big vehicles. Now we're gonna need to air the bags up. See, now I got the bags sitting on the perches. If we air those bags up, it'll lift the coach up off the axle and give us a little room back in here, and then we could winch it out. Because right now it's just like a 40,000 pound plow. Here, let me have that, ma'am. Thank you. Did I need to teach you how to shovel? Don't worry about filling up the front of the shovel. You just worry about filling up the back of the shovel. And the front will take care of itself.
Need some water for that?
For that sand? Mm-hmm. I don't think we got enough water to let it down. We might get all the water we want here in a second. So we got the axle up off the ground on some rocks. Now we will start the coach, build some air pressure. I'm gonna pull Black Betty right through here through the wash and get it set up so that it doesn't want to try to roll forward when we air all the bags up, because we're going to overextend the front bags, rear bags, everything. Try to bring the coach up out of the wash as far as we can and then winch it out. Because right now it's just dead weight sitting on both bumpers. Basically you'd be just forcing it, just dragging it. We don't want to do that. We want it to roll out of it. Stand by.
If this works, I know that I've said it many times before, but my husband, Rick, genius. Genius. There's no way you're listening to Black Betty right now.
I am.
Find it?
No,
It's not the one we found on the ground, is it?
I don't think so.
Because if that is, that would be amazing. It's not this little number right here?
Where'd you find that?
He found it under the ground. Not it. We weren't sure if it was yours or
It's,
just
2002.
yeah.
That's a state key for ADOT.
How do you know that?
I worked for ADOT for years.
What?
I had that key in my pocket when I was crawling around here. That's why I know.
Oh, so it is your key. It's an ADOT gate key.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah, I worked for ADOT for years.
We did too.
Is he pulling my chain?
No, I know.
You're just pulling my chain.
It turns it though?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's gotta be the key.
He's got it.
There you go. Dang.
Way to go, De Niro.
I'll be god dang, it does come out.
That's a Yankum winch line pull point. It goes right in your hitch. If y'all are interested, go to yankum.com. Use code Murphy's Diesel. Get yourself 10% off. Can you grab me the Yankum winch rings tape? We're gonna double up today. Can you go ahead and start your coach so we can start building air? We want to build some air and see if we could get it up off the ground a little bit. Ooh, she's purring like a kitten. Did you bring any winch line? Is it lifting up off the ground?
Looks like it, yeah.
It's working. It's coming up. My plan's working, folks. Working like a well-oiled plan. It's already coming up. And then I'm gonna get under there and overinflate the bags, and it'll lift it up even higher. These right here will make you want to wear gloves. Thank you. Need a shackle, hard shackle here. I don't have one. What do you know? Unprepared, just the way we like it, huh, babe? One thing about the side puller is this wheel will load up and it pulls off of the back so hard. So if I'm gonna run one leg to my front end of my truck, so it uses the whole thing like a sled. What we'll do is we'll put this right here in there, and then we'll take the other end of our extension and run it back through there. And it makes a hitch that'll pass through the winch rings. See that hitch? Now this hitch will pass right through the winch rings, see? The reason why I've got so many extensions is because I'm running multiple lines. It's going down there to that winch ring, back to that winch ring, and then back through that winch ring. I've got 5 parts of line out here, and the reason I'm doing it is because my one single winch line on my drum is not long enough to go from there to there to there to there to there. And the reason I'm doing this is because the top line loads up the top of the truck, putting down pressure on the tires and making them dig in. Then pulling off the midpoint of the truck right there and the midpoint of the truck right there. When I pull off of those 2 midpoints, now it's going to start pulling the truck, and the top is loading the tires up, putting force down on the tires. Then the midpoint is putting force this way, so it creates pull. So it causes it to dig into the ground deeper. The harder it pulls, forces the coach out of the ditch. Down pull, mid pull creates drag. So in turn, I'm using my tires basically as spades.
Again, genius.
Also, every line that I put on there cuts your line in half. It'll make a small winch pull a lot harder. Doubles your line pull. So I got more lines running to the back because I want the back to pull harder than the front. I just got one going to the front. So I'm hoping the back will pull off harder. It'll also use the front as well. What I need is a land anchor. I need to build a land anchor. So now if you watch the truck, when I tighten up these winch lines, watch, it'll pull the truck over like that, and then it'll start putting force on the tires. The harder I pull, it'll start dragging the truck this way, and then the tires will start filling up with sand. Pretty slick, huh?
Can't believe how good that works.
I'm gonna overinflate the bags, and I'm gonna get De Niro behind the wheel. He's gonna watch my hand signals. He's gonna help me just a little bit without spinning the tires. You know how you have a lead foot? And then we're just gonna come out nice and easy. It's a cool ringtone. Yeah, I gotta overinflate the bags real quick. The other reason I wanted to get some winch lines on it is when you start messing with airbags underneath the vehicle, I like to have something holding the vehicle so it doesn't roll over the top of me for any reason.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. Should be good. De Niro. Now listen to me. You're gonna get in there, start it up, release the brakes, put it in reverse, and just let it idle in reverse. Don't keep your foot on the brake unless I go like that. If I tell you go like that, give it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not like a De Niro a little bit, like normal person a little bit. If you could stand here,
I have no problem.
and if you see anything catching on the front, holler at me to stop so we don't
Tear it apart.
anything up. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that, because the second guy I called for towing, because you guys were so busy,
Yeah.
he told me, he said, I'll come out there, he says, but if I hook onto it, he says, I'll either rip the front off or the back. I said, you ain't coming out here.
Yeah. Well, I'll get it out for you, but it's not going to be in one piece. You're okay with that?
Yeah, I wasn't okay with that.
So.
Stand back far
Stand back
enough
far
in case
enough so you
something
don't-
happens, you're not getting hurt. And also stand where you can get a visual on that front end for us too,
Okay.
all right? But stay, make sure you're both far enough back.
All right, are you guys ready? It's showtime, folks. Okay, just put it in neutral. Everything look all right? Turn your wheels a little bit to the right. All right, right there. May have to dig it out a little bit. The front bumper's catching. Let me get a rock under it. Get down to the wet sand. Oh yeah. These big diesel pushers are sometimes a struggle walking around, watching all the corners and all the edges. They're all fiberglass. How about Black Betty just standing up and taking it like a man? Back's free. Just got the front we're worried about now. Set the brakes and put it in park for a second. You all right?
Yeah. You?
Are you getting scared?
No. Should I be?
No.
You would never put me in a dangerous situation.
No, of course not. I want to get something on the other side though, so it comes gradually off that rock. Maybe just shovel some dirt under there. Yeah, throw some dirt on that rock now. Throw sand. Use sand. The sand binds better than like that gravel. Mix it together, make AB. Put a little sand down, then put a little of this like 1-inch rock. Makes AB. Turn this into a highway right here. Need me a shovel for a little bit?
No.
Whoa, I was just offering a relief. You're working hard. I'm the loogie guy, remember?
Take it easy. I'm the loogie guy, remember?
All right, let's try that. Nice and slow. Ready? Neutral, break off. And if it starts rolling really fast, hit the brakes. Just let me winch it. Keep control of it. So we don't want that front to slam on the ground or any rocks. Nice and easy. Let me get those rocks out of there so they don't drag on that fiberglass. All right, you ready? I need to take an extension out now. Stand by. Storms are brewing over there. Took an extension out of it. Now we're gonna do one more pull. Should be good. All right, now how are we gonna get under there and hook that leveling valve back up? Babe, you're smaller than all of us. You're gonna have to shimmy under there.
I can do it. I can do it.
You're just saying that because in the last video I called you a prima donna.
I was hot in the last video. We're in beautiful northern Arizona. I don't know if you see this overcast, the nice breeze gently blowing my hair in the wind, but it's nice up here compared to the armpit of hell.
I don't know how to break this to you, babe, but you're always hot.
Is that a knife or a screwdriver?
I got these fingers of steel if you'd like me to get that undone. I got these vice grip hands of mine if you'd like me to do it. They call me old vice grip hand. Old side puller works pretty good, huh folks? And then I just stow it right there on my Yankum fairlead. Thank you. Boy, what an opportunity to promote Canyon Coolers. Too bad they don't sponsor me. Well, we did it, guys. We did it, babe.
Is it all the way out?
It could drive out from here.
It can? Mm-hmm. Do they got a way to go around? Because I know that they were being navigated.
We may need to navigate them out.
So I need to go start looking at a map. You know I'm not good at that.
Luckily for you, I am. I'm 13% native.
Indigenous. It's 13% indigenous.
native to Mexico. You did a hell of a job getting that RV up, driving it anyway.
I didn't spin the tires once.
You want to settle up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did you pay already?
585.
$585.
Yeah.
Okay. 600 work?
We paid it.
I pay you.
No, I pay you.
Why are you paying me?
Because one of our subscribers paid us to pay for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So we do free recoveries.
God.
Oh, damn, that's nice.
Oh,
Yeah. So
that's super.
we paid half of it, and Sean Benson paid half of it. We do free recoveries all the time, and he stopped by our shop, our yard, and gave us some money and said, "Hey, give this to the next person that you pull out." So
God,
That's you.
I don't know what to say. I really don't. I appreciate it. I
You
really
bet.
do. Yeah.
yeah, glad we
Yeah.
could help you guys.
God, I'm
Thank
glad.
you.
You bet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just going to turn this into my insurance company.
They probably wouldn't cover it. So
They probably wouldn't, but I was going to turn it in anyway. They'll probably tell me get lost.
yeah. Say don't cover it, at least you're covered. So.
Yeah, I appreciate every bit of it.
Yes,
I
sir.
really do.
And we thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, let's back it up right here and
See if we can't turn it around.
turn it around, and then I need to put your leveling valve back on.
You get underneath it.
She can. No, just kidding.
She can.
Yeah, we'll figure
that's
it out.
what
We'll
I
have to
was
if we
wondering.
have
He
to
usually
drive it
sends
up on
me
blocks or
and stuff
something.
like that.
Okay.
We'll get under it somehow. Well, a flash flood didn't get me while I was laid up under the motorhome, disconnecting the leveling valve, jacking it up. It was a pretty good day. Got to help some folks out. We're getting them turned around, and they're out of here. Thanks for watching. Stay classy, folks.